Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is Wednesday and we are recreating this look from Kevin Luong, I think that's how you say it, and he used his muse, which I have recreated Kevin Luong and Leah Alexander looks before in the past. I will link them up above, and I also want to shout out myself because I had to go back and learn from myself to learn how to create this look. So I'm also going to link the Emerald City look that is kind of like the big sister to this look. I really like this look. I think I did a good job, to say the least. You guys will see throughout this video I have a moment of just being human, and I kept it in the video for a reason because vulnerability is important along with authenticity, and it's the holiday season, and the holiday season is hard for me, and I'm sure it's hard for other people, and I wanted to create this video just to show that it's not just you know? But this is the look and I really love this. This is great for any holiday parties that are coming up, or you know, New Year's, because I know I'm posting this closer to Christmas time and it is like a Christmassy green, but we do still have New Year's and other parties. So if you guys are interested on how I recreate this look, go ahead and keep on watching. But before you do that, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell, and let's get into today's video. Alright, so we're starting off with the eyes first because we're dealing with glitter when it comes to this look, and I want to like make sure there's no fallout whatsoever. I'm also missing my nail and it's bothering me, and I don't know where it is, and I want to find it, and my thumbnail keeps popping off as well. I'm over it. But anyway, there's nothing to do with the makeup look. So I'm gonna be taking the Makeup by Mario, the original Master Mats palette. You guys know I love this, so I'm just gonna always use it because you guys know it's my tried and true. So I'm gonna be taking this palette here. Looking in the at the photo, it's a more warm toned green eyeshadow look rather than a cool toned one. So I want to make sure that my transition shade and my crease shade, they all will be warmer instead of cool. So that's why I'm going in with this palette, because these shades are a lot warmer. Now I do have a light base. I'm going to create a video just showing you guys how the color of your base does change the way that the pigmentation of the eyeshadows will look on your eyelid. So I did a very light base just because I really want this to pop a little bit more. You don't have to, but it's just what I want when it comes to this look. So I'm going to be taking my tried and true transition shade brush, which is from Colored Rain. So I'm gonna just be taking shade matte number 8 first as my transition shade, and then I'm going to go ahead and just do the rest of the stuff. Of course, the eye part is going to be on camera, but my face, except for I think the blush and the lip, will be off camera. But the eyes, again, we're focusing mainly on the eyes when it comes to this Recreate Wednesday. So if you guys notice right now, the brown is starting to pop a little bit more than usual, and that's because my base is really light. So if you've seen anyone work with color in the sense of like nails, actual paint, just anyone who's dealing with color in general with whatever they have going on, anything that deals with color, right? So when you use a white base, what happens? The color gets brighter. That white base makes it pop a little bit more, right? And then when you use a darker color base, it's going to make the color a lot richer, right? So that's what's happening here with this eyeshadow opaqueness right now for me. Because I'm using such a white base, it's going to look a lot more warm and a lot more opaque, and it's just going to stand out a little bit more. Now if I was using a base that was more of my complexion, I wouldn't get the same result, right? And you guys have seen me use this color numerous times, and if you're new to my channel, maybe you haven't, but I use this color all the time, which is why it's like almost hitting pan, because this is my favorite transition shade. It doesn't get to be this opaque and this brown, but the lighter the base you have, the more the color is going to stand out more. The darker your base, it's going to be a lot more rich, in the sense of it's just going to be a little bit darker, right? You think of like I can only think right now of nail polish, and right now with the cat eye like nails, and there's a black base and it just deepens the polish, right? It deepens the color a little bit more. This just makes it brighter, and then a darker base deepens it. right? Think just almost like highlighting and contouring, right? A contour creates shadow, it creates depth, and then your highlight shade brings lightness. So that's the same way with your eyeshadow bases. I know I'm gonna be creating a whole video about that, but I at least wanted to explain it now. And then when the video comes out, I'm gonna show you guys actual examples and kind of go more in depth of why that is, just to help you guys enhance your eyeshadows. But I just kind of want to give you a little moment of that right now. I have to film for Instagram, so give me a second. So now I'm gonna just take a clean fluffy brush and I'm just gonna buff out the edges. And this is just gonna make it, like, you guys know how I like my eyeshadow. And again, if you're new to my channel, like, I just like it a little soft. I don't really like harsh lines. So this is just going to buff out the edges to make sure everything is soft and smooth. So now I'm going to be taking possibly this shade here. Let me swatch it. I'm not sure. Or this one. So I noticed there's like a little bit of redness in this area here, like the transition crease area of her eyeshadow. And I kind of want to have that warmth as well. So I think I'm going to be taking this shade here, like this like brick red, and I'm just gonna use it ever so lightly because I don't want it to be too red. I just want it to be enough where this brown is rich in red undertones, right? I feel like this is it's already warm on itself, but I want to warm it up even more, but not making it too red. Like, I don't want the red to take over, but I want it to warm up the brown even more. So that's why I'm going to take this color. I'm going to take like two dabs of this, and I'm just gonna put this here. And the only reason why I'm only taking like little small dabs of this is because, again, my eyeshadow base is a very light eyeshadow base, so it's going to make it pop, right? It's going to stand out even more because of the color of the base, right? So I just want this to just, and this warmth right here that it's giving it is like perfect. So I just went in one more dab just here for the inner corner. I don't want this to be so saturated. I just want this warm enough saturation. There it is. So think like video editing, photo editing, whatever. Like, you want to add saturation to your photos, or you want to add that warmth back in there, but you don't want to add too much. So you're not going to take it all the way to 100. I'm not going to like swirl my brush in here. I'm just going to take it to 20%. 10%, you know? I just want it to be enough that there's that warmth, and this is perfect. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye, but I have to tell Instagram, so bear with me for a little bit. All right, this feels and looks really good. I feel very like confident with this. So I just want actually to just warm this up a little bit more here on the edge, just a little bit, ever so lightly. And by the way, this brush is who is this? Oh, Zoeva 224 brush. So if you guys are interested in what this brush is, it's Zoeva 224. All right, I think this is perfect. This is a good way to end off this color. I'm gonna be taking that same clean fluffy brush and again, just buffing out the edges. Now, there are some tweaks I want to do with this eyeshadow look. I really want I don't want to do winged eyeliner. I don't like wing eyeliner. I don't like wing eyeliner at all. Like, I know y'all like it. I don't like it. Like, it's just not, I can do it. I just don't like it. I don't think it should go with every eye look. It's just not necessary in my opinion. And she has winged out eyeliner. And what I'm going to do is just kind of smoke up black. It don't make sense when I do it. I'm just kind of talking out loud to talk myself through it, to know what I'm gonna do. Like, I already know what I'm gonna do, but I need to say it out loud so that it gets done. I don't know. Just let me talk. I just gotta let myself talk it out sometimes. Okay, I think this looks really good. Now, what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna take a green eyeshadow. I have to grab it, but I'm just gonna take a green eyeshadow. It doesn't matter the color, because the Valentino, what is this? It's like glitter dust, right? Let's open it and actually see what it does, because I've never opened it. So this is what it looks like, the packaging. Very cute, very cute. And then, ooh, yeah, that's straight glitter. That is straight glitter. Very pretty though, perfect for the holidays. So this is a great holiday tutorial, like I said in the intro. Very pretty, but I'm gonna use a green eyeshadow as my base. I don't really care what, well, I do. I'm gonna use an eyeshadow that's closer to this green. I think I have one. So I'm gonna do that first. I'm gonna carve out my lid, just so that the glitter and the eyeshadow don't transfer, just because of the way my eye shape is. If you notice that your glitter and shimmers and all that don't transfer to your crease area, you don't have to do that step. I just do it because of the way my eye shape is. So let me get and grab that color, 1 second. So I'm gonna use one of two palettes. I haven't determined yet. I'm gonna be taking the Kristen Dominique The Moment palette. There's this color green, Dinero. This is what it looks like. Let me swatch it for you guys so you guys can see. This is what it looks like. That's what it looks like. I think it's a nice base a little bit, but then I have this ColourPop, the Mandalorian palette, and I was thinking this one, it's called Sipping Pop, but then I also see this matte green that I'm interested in. There it is. Okay, so this is The Moment, this is the ColourPop, but I'm trying to think if I want to do a matte base. Maybe I should make it a matte base because there's this green here. It's called Float Your Crib. Interesting name, but okay. Green, go ahead. Show up, there it is. And I feel like, honestly, this glitter has reflex of all the colors in there. So it's like, it could really go either way. But I feel like shining this up with it, oh, that, yeah, the Mandalorian one. I don't know why I'm holding it like that. The Mandalorian one I think is a better base compared to all of these three in the way that this is. I think the Mandalorian one, this middle one, is gonna be the better one. So I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna carve out my lid. I'm just gonna take one of these kind of brushes. I don't know what they're called. And I'm just going to take that same light concealer, which that is not it. All right, so I'm gonna be taking this Makeup by Mario 220 concealer. It's for the fair complexion people, I know, but I need it. So, son of a bitch. All right, it's okay. Okay, so I already started putting the base. I have like glitter right here on the corner of my mouth and it's very annoying. I started putting the base on a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just needs to just be there. So I'm using the ColourPop, the Mandalorian palette, Sipping Soup. I understand these names have to do with the show or the movie, whatever it's called. It's just, they're just very weird names. These names are very, very weird. Should have zoomed you guys in that close this whole time. It's okay. So this is what it's looking like. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be enough. So now we're gonna use the glitter. Now the thing is, I don't know how to use this glitter. So let's see if they have directions on here. No, there's no directions on here. 1 second. It'll pull out to my phone. Statement look, apply all over lids from lash line to crease and using a flat brush to pat the glitter on the lids. Okay, a flat brush to pat the glitter on the lids is what we're looking for. So we're gonna go in with the Valentino Emerald Queen glitter. Oh, can I swatch it first? I said can I, like it's not mine. Now you can use the NYX glitter glue. I don't have any. I do have glue adhesive from my Anastasia Beverly Hills kit that I never opened from about 5 years ago. It's going on 5 years. And I do want to play with these this holiday season and winter season. So you guys will definitely be seeing those. And no, it's not expired. I never opened it, so they're still there. That's so cool. memories. I'll explain in the video. Anyway, I'm just gonna take it and pat it all over the lid. Now this is gonna take time because in the photo, her shadow is very, 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 very glittery, like super pigmented. So I'm gonna be patting for a while, right? I'm just gonna be doing this for a very long time. I think I have to break out the adhesive. Oh, you can also use eyelash glue if you don't have glitter glue. So you can always do that. I'm gonna use the glitter glue though. So this is the Anastasia kit that I was talking about. So my mom bought this for me for Christmas. It's the last Christmas gift she was able to buy me. So I kind of been cherishing this and holding on to it, but in honor of this being the month that my mom passed and being so far where I am in my career, and I know she would be so proud of me, I'm going to use this today. And I'm just going to honor her today by using this. And yeah. So this is the glitter adhesive. Comes with a brush, which is great. So I'm going to be taking that and I'm just going to apply this on my lid. I'm gonna do my left eye for Instagram, but for you guys, I'm gonna use my right eye. And I'm just gonna apply this here. This makes everything so much easier. Now, I don't know if they sell this on their site on standalone. If they do, I will definitely link it down below. One coat is enough. You will start to feel a burning sensation, which I feel right now. But yeah, just gonna now go in with the glitter. It's gonna allow the glitter to stick better. I will say this is very good glitter glue. Like, you see how well that's just adhering to it? It's very pretty. Very, very pretty. Very fairy-like. Like, this is perfect for the springtime. Like any sort of spring party you're doing that's like fairy inspired. This is perfect. But it's also great for the holiday as well. I think also the base that I used, it being so light and like that springy green, I feel like that's really making it more of a pastel green or like a pale green than anything else. Oh, I'm gonna definitely have to use winged eyeliner now. That's okay. So usually by now I would do my outer third, and I definitely messed up not doing that right now, but that's okay. You should definitely do your outer third right now before you add the glitter. I kind of forgot to. That's okay. I was just so caught up in Instagram pissing me off, I didn't really think about anything. I'm gonna be taking the brush that I always use for my crease, but instead I saved it for my outer third. And I'm just gonna be taking this black shade from the Neutrals palette, but I'm only using it because it's a fresh black. And when you're using black, you want to use a little bit at a time. I want this winged out. So again, you definitely should do your outer third before putting on the glitter. This is not the best way to do it. It just is. This is where we're at. There's nothing I can do about it. But we will get the end result we want. It's just gonna take time. So I don't want to like truly wing out my eyeliner like hers. I know she has a winged eye, but I don't want that. Right now I'm just creating this shape here first, right? I'm going to like do a smoke up, and it's gonna make sense, or if it doesn't, it's okay. I just don't want I don't know. I'm feeling a lot right now by using this glitter finally. So like my emotions are coming through, and I don't know what to do right now. This look is not going necessarily the way I planned, but like I'm not mad at it. I just feel a lot right now. It's a lot happening right now. A whole lot is happening right now. So I'm gonna be taking this, it's a wing liner brush from Zoeva, and I'm just going to guys, I did it. Like it's on. So I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you guys can see it close up. But like the other day, so like for you guys it was 2 seconds ago, that was so hard for me because I have not opened up that gift set at all, right? Since my mom, I went to go, I had a friend drop it off for me. So my mom had passed 5 days before Christmas on the 20th. So this was my Christmas gift from her, and it was the last thing she ever bought me. So for me, that was just like a moment where I kind of went all the way back to 2019. Those last 2 days I had with her, and it was just a lot. And I just kind of went on autopilot, not really thinking about the eye look and what I had to do. And I just kind of lost myself a little bit. Hold on, there's something in my eye. I lost myself a little bit. So yeah, that's what happened. And it's okay, that's part of grief, and it's the holiday season, so you know, it's definitely coming back up again. And just every December and May are very hard months for me, those 2 months. So yes, you know, that happened. And it's okay. Like if anyone else is like me, you're grieving during the holiday seasons because you lost a loved one, like it's difficult, I know. And you don't have to push through it. I just allowed myself to, I cried after that, like a lot of tears. And then like when I cry, I usually go to sleep, but like I know my grief cries require like a lot of heavy sleep. So I wound up sleeping for a really long time after that, and I needed it though. So, you know, you don't have to push through it. And if you are someone who wants to push through it, then push through it. There's no right or wrong way to grieve, you know, whatever helps you heal. So I'm dedicating this video to my mom because I finally get to honor her, even though I wound up not using the glitter glue this time with the actual correct shape and everything, but that's okay. This video is just dedicated to her after that moment. And I know she would be proud of me for where I'm at and what I'm doing here with my channel and my Instagram and everything. So this video is dedicated to her. I'm gonna zoom you guys in so you guys can see how to recreate this eye, and we can just get this video, continue going, and just know it's okay to pause. So let me go ahead and zoom you guys in. All right, so this is the look. It's giving close to what it's supposed to be. Again, I just had a moment and I lost myself, and how I found myself was going back to myself. I upload videos for you guys as well, but also for me. My memory has progressively gotten worse due to anxiety and other things. So nowadays, like I can remember some things, but like there's things that are just out of sight, out of mind, and I forget to do things, which is also why I film my videos, because I can go back to tutorials, which I wound up doing. I'm gonna say this in the intro, but I'm going to I'm going to put like a little shortcut to the video that I rewatched of myself. So it's like, I know that like I do this for you guys, but I also do it for me. And you know, we are in Mercury retrograde season. By the time this goes up, it's going to be, I think, the 19th or the 18th. So Mercury has already stationed retrograde by the time this is uploaded. However, we're still in Mercury retrograde, and any retrograde, you want to think of the pre-fix-re, so I had to revisit me. I had to relearn things. I actually practiced this look too. I did a couple takes of trying to figure out how to do this eye look, and I got it. And so I said all that to say, sometimes you gotta retrace your steps. Sometimes you gotta go back to the beginning, or you gotta go back to the middle. You have to sometimes go back, and I had to go back to me and figure out how to do this eye look. So let's get started on how to get this eye shape. What I'm gonna do is, when I revisited my old video, I used the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette, but I actually start off with this mustard shade right here. I actually don't go in with matte number 8. And I think my mind has been so in love with matte number 8 that that's all I gravitate to, and I don't need to. I can get myself there. And sometimes when I'm doing other eyeshadow looks, I'm looking for my brush, by the way, while I'm talking. When I'm doing other eyeshadow looks, I go straight for that color, and it doesn't give me the result that I want to, and it's because I'm not building it up the way that it's not intended, but like the way that I want the look to actually go, I need to build up to that color. All right, so I'm taking this brush from the BH Cosmetics Rose Quartz set. I believe it's number 4. I'm gonna link the video prior to the video I'm referring to throughout this video. I'm gonna link that. I tell you in there what the brush number is. I don't know now, it's rubbed off. But I'm gonna use this as my transition shade. It's just going in between my brow bone and my crease. Now, I will say with this look, it does take time. You're gonna need to carve out, no pun intended, because we're gonna carve out the crease, and we got a little cut crease going on here. You're gonna have to carve out some time to create this look, right? It's very intricate. There's a lot of detail that goes into this. It's not a simple eye look. But the point of We Create Wednesday, like I said, is to challenge yourself with the items that you have. All right, so once that's on, we are gonna go in with a detailed crease brush from Sigma. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with matte number 8, and I'm just going to put that in like the crease area here. So now I'm going to be taking this shade down here. You're just gonna go above the crease if you have my eye shape. If you don't have my eye shape, you just follow your regular crease. Now, if you have my eye shape, you notice my crease, as soon as I look up, it's gone. Like, you can't see anything. So you have to go above it. That's just going to help show up right here like you see it here. If you have an eye shape that looks flattering for cut creases, you'll be fine. Now, what I'm doing is I'm taking this out to the tail of my brow and just kind of curving it upwards just a little bit. Now, with this brush, actually it's probably the better brush I should be using. It allows me to get into all the fine lines. Now, I will also say, this does not have to be perfect right now, right? It can be super messy because you're gonna clean it up anyway when you put down the concealer, because the concealer is gonna take away most of the eyeshadow. And then when you get here, you always wanna make sure, the closer you get to your outer eye, your outer third, you wanna make sure it still stays slim, the winged part, because if it doesn't, it's gonna look really, woof. That's okay. That's gonna look really, you don't want it to be thick. It's just gonna look really off. Now I'm gonna be taking the Makeup by Mario concealer again, and I'm just going to go ahead and carve out my crease. I'm gonna be using this kind of brush. It's just a flat shader, like a very precise flat shader brush. And I'm just gonna place it, I'm placing the concealer in the center of my lid. I'm gonna look up, and that's where we're cutting the crease at. Now that's over, 100% over the line we just created, and that's okay. I just kind of used it as a guide. That's just the way my eye shape goes. Like, I don't fully know where it'd be landing, so I try my best to create whatever line I can. And it's okay if you do the same thing that I just did. It's all right. So I'm just following that line all the way, like, following my eye shape in the way that the concealer was placed. And then I'm just gonna go back in and define that that brown line we created. We created, because it's We Create Wednesday. I love myself. Even though I look like a burnt chicken nugget, I still love myself. Alright, so I'm just tapping out here just to blend out that eye. To blend out the concealer so it's not like transferring anywhere. So I'm gonna go back in with that fine line brush that I cannot find right now. I'm just gonna take it and start defining that line again and just covering where the concealer starts so there's no line of demarcation. And you want to take your time, try and be as precise as you can. Now, I've said numerous times on my channel, I hate cut creases. So once you have your crease defined, you're now gonna go in with the base color. So one thing that I was kind of telling myself in the beginning of the video, but I didn't follow, was to have a green base, like an actual matte green base. So remember from the Mandalorian palette from the previous clips, I'm gonna take that same palette, but I'm actually gonna use this color here that says Little Frog. So I'm not the biggest fan of ColourPop eyeshadows. I find that they tend to move. Like they don't, when I say tend to move, like the color doesn't stay. I'm not the biggest fan, but this will do. I just need a green base. And by putting this down, it gives the shimmer to have its own background, right? Instead of that green color I used before, I feel like it made it changed because I put down that like a springy green background. It changed the color of the glitter and it made it not true to the picture or close to the picture. So I wasn't the biggest fan of it. But this green I actually really like. Now you could even get fancy here and put down a black cream base before you put down the green, and that's gonna really deepen it. I'm just gonna go back in and define any areas that kind of got lost by me putting down that green, particularly. You guys know what I'm trying to say. Specifically in here, right? There we go, specifically. Like if you see here, this eye goes down. I need this to go down, but this is a lot more curved, but I think it's just because my eye itself is a lot more curved. But I'm gonna clean that up with concealer. If you notice this crease goes, I need this to go. I don't know why I made that sound effect, but that's where we're at. There we go. You know, sometimes it helps to make sound effects. That way you know what you're doing. Kind of makes me think of that Kayla Nicole video. So I kind of want this to be straight like that. All right, so we have our crease and we have our base color. Now we have to do the shadow to the eyeliner, right? So if you notice here, I have eyeliner, but I also like have it like a little smoked out, and that's also in the picture. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna kind of do like a fox eye. Now you only need one brush to do this, and you just want to make sure you have like a towel or a napkin so you can consistently wipe, not consistently, that was very proper. So you can like wipe off each time you use the brush, right? So I'm gonna be using the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes the Neutrals palette. I'm gonna be starting off with this shade down here. And I'm just going to follow like my lash line here. But you want to keep it open. And what I'm doing here is just kind of winging it out. Not kinda, I am winging it out. So I'm not gonna talk through this because it takes a lot of concentration. I'm gonna do a voiceover. So for a little bit of a fox eye tutorial, you're gonna use your waterline like shape. You're gonna follow that line, that shape of it, and you're just gonna start off lightly, and you're gonna build this up like typical eyeshadow, and you're gonna kind of wing this out, but you're gonna make sure that you're following your lower lash line, the shape of it, and just keep doing that, and just kind of bring it to like a little bit in the middle, but like mainly on the outer third of your eye. And then we're gonna go in with the shade Lash Line from the Natasha Denona palette, and we're just gonna build up until we can get to a black color without the black being too stark. So you wanna take your time, do a little bit at a time, and then it's super easy. A fox eye is really, really easy, but you really just need to take your time and be precise. So what we do now is we're gonna take the eyeliner. You can take your favorite liquid eyeliner, and you're gonna go underneath that. So like you're gonna go where pretty much the perimeter of the eye look is. That is where you're gonna put the winged eyeliner. And then you're gonna like wing out your lash line and everything. I mean, not wing out. You're gonna, you know, put the eyeliner on your lash line. But you don't want to make all of this liquid eyeliner. You just want to follow the perimeter. Because it's going to create like this shadow with the eyeliner. So you want your eyeliner to go underneath the eyeshadow, if that makes sense. Now I put the eyeliner down first because I didn't want the glitter. It's hard to put eyeliner over glitter, right? So now the fun part is the actual glitter. So I'm not using the glitter adhesive. So I'm just gonna take my brush and I'm actually just going to use it dry, no adhesive, and I'm just gonna start in my inner third and just work my way outwards. And I'm just using patting motions, just not patting, stamping motions, that's the best way to explain it. I'm just stamping it in place, and that builds up the glitter. You can work in sections. I recommend working in sections. It just makes it easier. Alright, so this is the part of the eye, right? It's pretty much almost done. I have to do my base, and I'll do that off camera. You can do like touch-ups, like getting the glitter off of your face. If there's any shadow that you want to smoke out some more, you can definitely do that with your angled brush. Just defining any places that you feel like need a little bit more work. I feel like my right eye doesn't have as much depth to the smoky part as it should, so I'm just gonna create that here. Okay, the face is on. Okay, I don't know what's happening with these brows, so we're just gonna let it rock. So now we have to do the underneath. So it's smoky, just like how we did here, and then there's green in the inner bottom third. There we go. So we're gonna smoke out first. We're gonna do the smoking out first. So we're gonna take it to the very beginning of what we did in the eyeliner, right? So taking that same angled brush. Yeah, let's say we did that. All right, so I'm gonna be taking that same Makeup by Mario shade again. I think that's what I did. If not, it's okay. So I'm gonna take it down to the waterline. In the picture, her eyeliner is like it's smoked out to like the inner third. So like right here in the middle is where we're gonna take each color. This came out really pretty. Like, I don't know if it's showing up on camera how pretty it is, but in real life, it's very pretty. Alright, and we're just gonna clean off the brush. I do want to take just like a pointer, like a pencil, fluffy pencil brush, and just kind of diffuse this line down here just so it's not as harsh. All right, and then I'm going to go in with that one shade from the Natasha Denona palette, and that's the shade here, Lash Line. It's just a little bit deeper, and then we'll go in with the black and just do the same thing. Make sure you're wiping off your brush each time. Okay, so I did some tweaking and kind of like won it out just a little bit more straight. My eye shape is not similar to Leah's, so I just had to make do with what I got on my eyes. And now it's time for the bottom glitter. So I'm taking the Mandalorian palette, and I'm going to be using that same bottom shade that, not bottom shade, well it is the bottom shade, but this shade here, and I'm just going to put that on my lower lash line so the glitter has a base. And I'm just stamping it. Maybe not that big brush. You want to use something that's small and dense, so a flat, dense shader brush, or like, yeah, a shader brush. I'm going to use this brush instead. It's a little bit more flat and it's able to get into that area without like disturbing the rest of my makeup. It's giving Wicked. It's giving Alphaba. Maybe not, but like the colors are. Now time to place the glitter. All right, taking the glitter, and I'm actually gonna use that same brush just so that the placement is perfect and like nothing gets disrupted and nothing goes into my eye. I'm just dust off the excess, and I'm just gonna pat it in place, just doing stamping motions. Honestly, this is it. I mean, a nude lip has to go on, but, and some lashes, obviously, some lashes. So, in the photo, she does have like a little bit of a green highlight, so I'm gonna keep that same Mandalorian palette to do the inner corner highlight, just to bring it all together. I'm gonna take this one here called Precious Cargo, and I'm just gonna pop that in my, right in here, my inner corner. Really make that pop. Alright guys, this is the final look. What do we think? I like it. I wish this area here, the outer third, was a lot more smoky. I don't know how to do that with a cut crease because again, I'm not the greatest at cut creases. So I don't know, but I like it. I do like this eye look. I think it's great for the holiday season. If you want to be that girl at the holiday party, this is for you. It's very cute. I tried to get my hair to be like Leah's in the photo as well. So this is it. Don't be talking about my lace, okay? Like, I'm over this wig is over me. We over each other, okay? But I think that this look is very cute. How did she pose? Let's see. She posed like almost twins, like sisters, right? Yeah. So that is it for this look. I really like this, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Once again, it's dedicated to my mom. So mom, this one's for you. And this also just to show you guys that sometimes you have to retrace your steps. Sometimes you have to learn from yourself, which is really interesting because like, it's makeup, but like you can apply that to everywhere else in life. And usually I do, I apply it to everywhere else, but not with eyeshadow looks, but maybe I should start. But that is it for today's video. This is the final look. Thank you so much for staying with me and sticking it out with me, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye. I was gonna blow a kiss, but my lips are wet from lip gloss, so bye.